Hello everybody, I'm doing this on the last day of the alpha here. I have about 35, it's like 35 hours in this game for the entire alpha. So I went really hard on this. I got really into the card systems, going through stuff, testing out stuff, obviously doing all the difficulties and stuff. And I kind of wanted to make a little kind of like tier list and some changes I would make to the deck and everything. Sorry, to the cards. Uh, I used to play. If anyone doesn't know, I used to do. Well, I still pay attention to it. Competitive Yu-Gi-Oh. I won a couple. I won a topped a couple regionals. One regional with like 500s. Like when it comes to like cards, like efficiency type crap like this. I don't know. It just like clicks with. They like clicks with me pretty really good. So. Uh, yeah, I just wanted to give my input on it. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, it's gonna come across some changes. I hope so, because I really want this the other card system to be here. So I was very skeptical of the card system at first. I didn't want to use it. Then the difficulty was so hard that you kind of had to use it. So now I'm just like I got it. I just got into it. Whatever. Yeah, I had to use it. Uh. Yeah, I wanna see. I just want to go over. You know what perks are? What is it? Yeah, I have like 4 lists. I have like the meta perks. If you somehow don't know what meta is, that means like the best of the best. Like these are the ones you use in your deck. Uh, they're just solid. They have really beneficial effects. Uh, they're consistent as well. There's no like randomization with it. Like there's certain cards in here that have like percentage effects. You don't really want to stay away from. You want to stay away from those ones. Unless a character would come out that increases your like percentage for things going off. So, and this is only with these 4 characters as well. But it doesn't really matter as well. I kind of saw a little bit of a leaked list of I I'm I'm pretty sure it is real. Well, a leaked list of the characters and their abilities, and it isn't gonna matter anyways. So for what I'd say, I'll say this ahead of time. You want to, if you can, just pick 4 gun characters like that start off with pistols or something. Melee weapons are terrible in this game. On the highest difficulty. They're okay on survival if you make a melee build, but I'll go over that at the end. But let's just get into this. I know a lot of people are, you're not gonna really care much about. This is something, all right. Almost nobody I know of got into this as much as I did. I kind of just had to tell them what to play, and what to do, and how we could combo it and stuff. This is a hard system to get into, and this is only the alpha, and there's gonna be a lot more cards. So this is definitely gonna be one of those games if they keep the cards like this and the difficulty higher, which I hope they nerf the difficulty. Uh, that it's gonna take a long time for people to get into. Like this deck system is gonna like partially like just like gatekeep people from stuff, you know. So, anyways, so the goal here is if you know how if you played any card game whatsoever, even in certain video games, you realize there's always like a best loadout. Call of Duty, you got your best gun. Was it the original that was a Black Ops, like the FAMAS with the noob tube, you know, quick reload, whatever, blah blah. Yeah, and then any card game as well, like in Yu-Gi-Oh, like certain decks are popular. They only get play. There's a whole bunch of cards that are just completely useless and don't get used, because why would you use a card that has a weaker effect than something else? In this one, you can only have 15 cards. You need to really buff the cards so that they're on equal grounds with the 15 best cards. This is how you should view, this is honestly how you should view it. The 15, like, there's going to be certain cards obviously that are bad, but they're going to be bad by themselves. They're meant to be more of a combo, as you would say. You want to have like those two cards together, make a really good combo, and make the build come together or whatever. Not like that's possible because you can only have one loadout card, which I hope, and I'm gonna suggest in my video when I do the review and when I send it in, that we should at least get like 2 loadout. No, not even 2. We should at least get 3 loadout cards. Because if you want to play like more niche builds, you need that. If people are gonna play meta, they're just gonna play meta anyways. Like good stuff. What I call it, like as I say what it's called, you guys want this good stuff deck. Is this pop little bit of a meme where it's just like you play all the good stuff. So if you have 15 good cards, and well, 14 of them are actually randomly chosen, and then at the beginning of the game you get 3 randomly, or you get to choose from 3. From 3 that randomly get taken from your deck, and each time you pick one, it replaces all the other 2 cards as well with 3 brand new ones for you to pick. So in my opinion, you might as well just let the loadout cards like at least be 3, and then have like one random card to start off with. Because 3, I could see a couple combos here that could work together really well and stuff, and I think in general just make the game way more enjoyable. Yeah, I guess without further ado, you know, let's get into this. All right, so as the meta, you know, best stuff, blah blah blah. The goal is to make the decks, you know, all the cards equal with the highest tier cards, so that way you have incentive to play them, you know. I have solid. These are ones that aren't really meta, but they're just good in my book. They're just like flat good, whatever. You know, they don't really need changes or anything. I have niche. It's gonna be a lot of the melee ones, you know. You're not gonna play the melee cards really, unless you're playing the melee build, because there's just no point in really throwing a lot of the melee cards in, or like they have like some effect that like it. Yeah, I'll go over that then. But Garbo needs buffs. I have a lot that need buffs. I think there's like, was it 5, 10, 15, 20, 22 cards that I think are just garbage. You just don't play them. Or you maybe could play them, but they need an extreme buff, or they need some sort of buff to them. Or you can only play them on a certain difficulty, and then past that, you just never touch it at all. But yeah, the Garbo ones are ones I think, in my opinion, really need to get fixed, and that people aren't gonna play who are serious about the game. We're talking about people who want to seriously make the decks, not like they played the alpha like once or like twice, and I used reload drill. Man, my mind was blown with that 10% reload speed. No. That's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. Anyways, without further ado, let's start with cross trainers. 10% stamina. I consider it Garbo. It needs, I think it should be 15%. Slightly higher. Yeah, I just think it needs a general boost by itself. Stamina only matters so much. The parts where you run, like from ogres and stuff. Kind of all you need. And yeah, that's kind of it for that one. It needs at least be 15%, and then I'd consider it part of like a niche build, like a stamina type build. Rhythmic breathing. I realize I'm gonna have to butcher a lot of this. All right, that one has 30% lower, 30% stamina, 20% slow resistance. I'll try to keep my mouse over when I'm on. Yeah, that one, Garbo as well. I think the slow resistance should be 10%. When you get hit in this game, especially on those higher difficulties, if you're running from something, you get hit once, and it extremely slows you down, and almost everything catches up to you anyways. I think 20% is way too high. It needs to be cut down to 10, and slow resistance as well. Like at least cut it down to 10. Yeah, I don't think the extra 30% stamina is that like game breaking where you need a 20% slow resistance. And even then, at 10%, I'd put it as along with the stamina, kind of that more niche build if they did that. Yeah. Reload drills, 10% reload speed. Just make it like 15. Just up it by like 5%. I don't think it needs to be 10. I think it could even be higher, honestly. But yeah, definitely at least 15 for that one. Meg Coupler, 30% reload speed, disables aims down sights. Yeah. That one, that was Garbo as well. The issue, this one is Garbo. Let's just say, I would put it into niche builds if there was a good shotgun. The only shotgun you can get in a card is a 3-shot shotgun. Besides that, you have to find the good shotgun. Because we want when you're doing like decks and stuff, you want consistency. You want kind of like the same-ish setup to go in, you know. I don't think the deck shouldn't be like, obviously they're having it randomized means you get a different type of experience, but you're also getting the randomized corruption cards, and on the higher difficulties, again, you can get completely like just screwed over by crap. So it's just nice to have that consistency. It feels good. It comes down to my thing again. There needs to be at least 3 loadout cards. Having 1 loadout card, it's not good in my opinion. We need at least 3. Yeah. But that one, man, either get rid of the ADS thing. No, don't get rid of the ADS thing. No, let's make. No, I didn't mean that. I remembered what. Yeah, I remember what I wanted to do with this one. Increase it to like 40% reload speed, and boost it up a little bit more. Maybe even 50%. Because this is going to be coupled with shotguns. You could use laser sight beam, but the aiming down sights in this game is pretty big because of weak points. So, and in my opinion, shotguns really need buffs in the game. They're really weak on the higher difficulties for getting those weak points and getting close because of how fast on Nightmare things attack you in. So I definitely put make. Yeah, I'll say it this way. Make coupler needs to be 50% because it's just gonna be used with shotguns anyways. So and it makes shotguns, that much better in my opinion. Because yeah, getting rid of ADS is a huge nerf, and it ensures that none of the other classes are really gonna want to pick it that much. Unless like some insane accuracy card comes out or some crap, but yeah, I doubt it. Meth head. Meth head's another kind of Garbo one, only because melee weapons are Garbo. So the 30% trauma resistance, it just makes it like Yep. I mean, obviously it has a good ability with the 60% attack speed, 60% stamina efficiency, but the trauma resistance does not need to be yeah, the trauma does not need to be that high. I would just you could even put it to like 10% and it'll be fine. Dude, melee weapons are just not good. Uh, not good. Ridden Slayer, 10% weak spot damage. That one. I think it should just be. Uh, see, this is a weird one because it's weak spot damage as well. So there's a lot of arguments on this one. Like, well, if you can aim, you know, it's fine at 10%. I think it's Garbo. Uh, I, uh, I think it just needs to be slightly higher. I think 15 would be fine. Reckless strategy. I think it should just be changed to I think you should buff it up. Reckless strategy. I think it should be 25, 25, and then damage resistance like maybe like 8 or something. I think 10's a little too high. That way with Ridden Slayer you get a good 40. Oh, if it is obvious, Reckless strategy is a Garbo one as well in my book. Yeah, it just they just like every time I'd had it in my deck because in theory they're good, but every other time I would pick a different card. They're just that's what I'm saying. You want cards that like the bonuses are good enough to beat those top other cards, and these ones aren't beating those top other cards. They need to be slightly higher, and then like they could go in like a better like more they would be more solid, or like definitely a niche build could really benefit off of these a lot if they were higher. Like have that one super accurate guy like Walker. Walker gets like the accuracy boost or whatever when he does the kill or whatever. So it really just needs to. I think yeah they just need to be boosted up a little bit. Shooting gloves, 10% swapping speed. That could just go up to 15. Again, these numbers are too low. I don't know why they made the numbers so low for these. Maybe they were just scared of something happening. But that's just another one of the Garbo ones. Smelling salts. That's a solid one. 25% revive speed is fine. I could say you could even boost it, but I'd say it's just solid. You only use this on classic anyways. Unless it counts for defibs, but even then, it's just yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. It's there. It's there. Dash, 5% move speed. I'd say, man, move speed is always a weird one. When you have cards that involve move speed and health, and damage, you kind of want to be careful as well. But as I said, in the higher difficulties, I could be sprinting, and I'd get smashed in the face by a hawker. Like they the auto aim on them is just insane. This one I think is Garbo if the game stayed the same difficulty. If they turn down the difficulty and make that hard difficulty less just asinine, then it could stay at 5% and it could go part more niche builds. But if it stays like this insane difficulty, 10% move speed would be good. Trigger cardio, solid one. 50% sprint efficiency, less stamina usage. You know, you get more out of sprint. It kind of borderlines on the solid niche. There's a other card where you can shoot and sprint at the same time. Again, a combo, but you can't really use combos because you only get one loadout card where you actually get it. So, yeah. That one, I said that one I consider a solid one though. I wouldn't really change this one. Breakout. Breakout is neither meta nor Garbo. It is just it's niche. Automatically breakout out of a grab one time per level. Your teammates are usually gonna save you. Maybe on the higher difficulties, I'd run it because of how much damage the Hawker does to you. Even if it's on you for like 1 little second, absolutely insane. But at the same time, I'd rather have other perks that help me throughout the entire level than one that helps me just one time. And most of the time, it's something where if I'm not running ahead and sticking together, I'll get meleeed in a second, and I'd rather just take like that 5 extra damage or whatever. Then waste a card on this perk. This is definitely gonna be a perk if people start doing runs, somehow figuring out solo runs or whatever. Obviously, this is gonna be a good one. But yeah, the Evangelion character as well can do this like once every like 5 minutes. So I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's just one of those like, type ones, you know. It's niche. Definitely more like a niche type build would use this one. Yeah. Combat knife. This is my opinion the best card in the game. It turns your bash into a melee weapon. And you literally go like each one of those hits is fast. When you melee, you go like this. You go. It's like slow, unless you have other cards. But this turns your bash into a knife, and as long as you hit a headshot, it kills it in one hit. Insanely good, especially on the. It's just insanely good at killing stuff while your gun reloads. Because while you're while you're bashing, aka now you're meleeing, your gun still reloads. So this is a good in between, and also if you run out of ammo, this is what you're like. If you run out of ammo, like combat knife, you know. And as I said, it's just a good combo. You know, you have your gun out, and then when they get close to you or whatever, you're reloading. You just hit them with the knife, insta kill them in the head, even on the highest difficulty. So, all my loadouts, basically, unless they're just some like random build. But if I'm playing on the highest difficulty, just nightmare, combat knife. Combat knife's the best weapon. Yeah, it's all day. 10% movement speed. This is Garbo. Garbo. 10% movement speed disables sprint. Yeah. This is one where only having one loadout card makes it just completely Garbo. Because it just comes out of random RNG. You'd have to like reset until you got like a certain like sprint type meme build. You don't want to make it too fast though. Again, I don't think I wouldn't want to say make dash 10 and make this 15 as well. Like I said, it's kind of like the same thing. The move speed is definitely one of those things where you don't want it to be too insane. So yeah, if you don't touch move speed, yeah, it's always a weird one. If you don't touch the dash and you don't touch you don't touch the loadouts, or you only can have one loadout card, then Dance All Day I think can at least be buffed to like 15%. So yeah, so just more. As I said, it disables your sprint as well. So yeah, it's one of those like yeah, it's one of those more niche. I would just give it a slight movement speed buff. Unless you're able to combo loadouts more consistently. But this is good. This would kind of be like a fun random combo. You end up getting the cards for it, so you're pretty fast, and you're playing Evangelo. I'm fucking with his name. Which you get the boost and everything. So yeah, you want to give that one probably a 5% boost as well. Team stamina. It's meta. Giving your entire team 10% is and yourself is good. It's crazy. That one we like. We like that one is just very good all in general. It's a 40% all around. Everybody gets 10%. Super cool. Uzi. Uzi is meta for the melee people. When you're playing the melee builds, you need a gun on those on the higher difficulties. On the highest, at least on Nightmare. You really need a gun, or you just lose. Even on survival, a tall boy spawns in. Guess you're not playing the game until your teammates deal with it. So Uzi is meta for the melee people. Yeah, that's kind of it. Pep in your step. What was this one? Yeah, this one was Garbo. I think they could have just made it like 5 seconds. Maybe 5 seconds, or even increase the movement speed for that tiny bit, it'd be cool to have a build where you're just constantly on the move. Like I see like the build, you see all these movement perks, and you're shooting in the head, more speed, you're going around, pop, 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 but everything has so much health in this game. Like the big things, and also you don't want to run away from your teammates, because if you get hit by a hawker, you just get screwed over. So you can't even like use that movement speed to like go crazy or anything. This isn't like Left 4 Dead, where if something jumps on you and you're ahead and somebody can just shoot it with a rifle and get it off you right away. You have to melee the person out of the stuff. Or you have to like bash them to get them out of the hawker spit. So like, it's just like having like a super speedy build where you're killing stuff and going crazy, Sorry, but they could just buff this. I don't even know. It's more, if they buff it as well, it's just gonna be that more niche build. Maybe enough cards will come out, or a combo good enough will come out to be runnable on the higher difficulties. But this is definitely something you could just like. You could probably get away with running some like speed build on survival, but I think it's probably one of the weakest builds you could use. Utility Scavenger. As you will notice with all these Scavengers ones that will pop up, I will say they are just solid. They will definitely, you can play them in support, you can do whatever, Yeah, they're just more stuff on the map, more utilities, accessories spawn on the map as well, on top of being able to see it through walls. So, just solid. Ammo pouch. That one is the Garbo, man. That only applies to you. I think it should be like 15, maybe even 20. I don't think it's worth running the ammo stuff if you are a good team, and you haven't gotten absolutely annihilated by RNG on the map. You have a variety of weapons. I think the best variety of weapons is one shotgun, the express one, obviously, which is probably the biggest issue to find, is getting one of those shotguns. A sniper and 2 rifle people. I found that at that point, you don't really run out of ammo, even without the ammo pouch stuff, because you can just drop ammo for each other. So, kind of pointless, pretty pointless fork. It definitely could be upped 15, even 20 in my opinion. Front sight focus, 10% accuracy. That one in my opinion is garbage as well. The guns that are accurate are just accurate anyways, as long as you aren't spazzing out with them. You'll load an entire clip into a tall boy's arm on Nightmare, and he just just laughs at you. The accuracy just don't mean crap. Just dude, this raises to like again raises to like 15, 20, whatever. So some of these cards are kind of just unredeemable, where or like just I said, or they'll just be niche, you know, only used in certain builds. This one of those ones, it could maybe be like used in some niche build, but I don't really see much of a use to it. Quick kill, 30% accuracy. If they allowed more loadout cards, as I'm going to say about the other accuracy one, this one's Garbo as well. If they add the loadout cards, we can have 3. They could have this front sight focus be 10, and this be like 25, and get like a 35% accuracy boost. And yeah, disabled the ADS. Yeah, disables ADS. Yeah, you could just get rid of that. Screw it. The sniper is already accurate. The AK is already accurate. They're using these cards to make their gun accurate. Like I said, you need to remember, are you gonna wanna run 35% accuracy over combat knife, stamina, like infinite pistol ammo? You gotta remember these things. Like when you make a card system like this, do people want to run these cards over that? Does a 35%, does a 40% accuracy boost that disables your ADS, is it worth just not picking any of these other perks that I've said are meta so far? It's just not worth it. Just not worth it. I said they could if they have multiple loadouts, they could keep this 10, make this 25, get rid of ADS. If they're not only gonna keep one loadout card, make this 25. Make this one 25. Don't touch front sight focus. And yeah, get rid of the ADS thing. Which kind of ruins my point of saying front sight focus should get a 5% boost. I don't know. It's all its accuracy. Nah, you know, it's just accuracy. You know, it's accuracy. You know what? Keep that 15. Make this 25. Get rid of the ADS. Even then, I still wouldn't run them because other perks are just better. I'd rather combo together other perks than just accuracy. So, into the Garbo bin needs fix. Antibiotic ointment, 50% healing efficiency. Solid perk. One of the more solid ones. It's just flat, you know, just flat healing. Good to go. Emt Bag. Yeah, this one is solid. 10% stamina efficiency is fine for a 30% healing efficiency boost. You know, more pill health, yada yada. I think this is a good trade-off because it is healing. So, and you know, health bar, you gotta make sure you balance out those health bars because the health bars are extremely important. Blood donor. Now this one is meta in my opinion. Like this one is a meta. But I also think it could use a slight boost. I think it could be like 50 health, 55 health. But it is meta as is. When you are a teammate in caps or dies, because on survival and nightmare you die when you get down. You somehow don't know that. All teammates heal 45 health over 10 seconds. Yeah, I think it could be higher. If you're in a really bad situation, usually when somebody dies, a horde or something is happening. And by the time you finish dealing with the horde, that 10 seconds has been almost over. You know, those hordes can happen real fast if everybody is close by and together. So having to wait 10 seconds for that healing is pretty crazy too. So I think I think it could just do a solid like 55 or whatever, but either way, still meta perk, still good perk. You know, one of your teammates dies or gets incapped, all of you get some of your red health back. top you guys off, help you survive. This perk has helped us survive multiple times. Helped me survive multiple times as well. Caretaker. I think like one of the top 3 perks in my opinion is Caretaker. Healing a teammate also heals you for 100% of the amount healed. Meta. Absolutely crazy. With pills, you don't gotta worry if your health is low, because if you have that the blacked out health, pills will let you overheal past it. So crazy. Absolutely crazy. Very good in my opinion. You definitely want to run that and everything. Hunker down. While crouching, gain 20% damage resistant, 12.5% accuracy. This one is a niche one. For sure I made a niche. Yeah, this was a niche one. I mean, it's just camping. It's a camping perk. Whatever. You could probably boost it a little bit even. Maybe get like 25%. Nah, just keep it at 20. It's just you have a certain build, you use it in that build, and that's kind of it. That's kind of the story. Martier, when your teammates coming capped, all teammates gain 100% damage, 20% reload speed, and unlimited ammo for 10 seconds. Applies to you and your teammates. Whoa, so yeah. Somebody dies, you get this perk. Everybody gets this card activates for everybody. It's just a solid perk. Yeah. That's kind of it. Pretty sure I put it as solid. Where is it? Yeah, it's right there. Yeah. So it's just one of the solid perks. It's not bad. You can run it. You'll get your benefits off it. It activates for everybody. It's all right. Team ammo. More of a niche one. This one is if you're like using a like a support build, you could just throw team ammo on it. That's the sort of niche build it would fit on. AK-47. Meta in melee builds. You need guns, so this is another card for you to roll for your melee loadouts. So there you go. Attack 14. One of the worst weapons in the game. A 3-shot shotgun. Absolutely terrible starting weapon. Useless. Completely useless on Nightmare. Holy crap, is it bad on Nightmare. They should just delete this and make like a slow pump shotgun or something. It's or like increase the clip side. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Why would you have a 3-shot shotgun in a game with enemies that are this beefy and enemies that you have to hit weak points for? Insane. Absolute garbo tier. They literally need to just make a new gun or just give it more rounds, because it's insane. It's just insanely bad. Down in front. Pretty sure I put that as niche. Yep. Niche. While crouching, it's basically a version of this, but you get friendly fire. You don't take friendly fire damage while you're crouching. It's just another camping perk. It's just more like a niche build. You know, you gotta run this and this together. You know, if they allowed you to have more than one loadout card, that'd be cool. But nothing really needs to change there. It's just kind of whatever. M1A, sniper, again, good with melee builds. That's kind of end of discussion there. Not really anything crazy. Ammo scavenger, sense nearby ammo, more ammo spawns. That's fine. It's solid. You know, just like most of the scavenger perks. And, you know, here, and we'll talk about this as well. Weapon scavenger, support scavenger. They're just all solid perks. You could equip them, and it's just kind of nice for the team. Ammo scavenger is definitely the weakest one because I said you want stuff that's kind of consistent that you know you'll get, and ammo scavenger. You could get ammo that you just don't, your team doesn't need or something, you know? Depending on what type of guns you've gotten or how lucky you've gotten on certain, like people having the right ratio. Like I said, shotgun, sniper, 2 rifles, has been the most successful, in my opinion, every time I've played through. So, but they're just solid, you know? Sense weapons, spawn more support accessories, healing, by the way, if you don't know what support accessories are. And then you can just sense healing items associated with walls. So, just solid perks. Vitamins, 10% health. Vitamins is a solid one. It is just a health boost. You don't want to mess with the health stuff too much. Again, health and movement speed, you want to kind of keep a nice little, yeah, you don't want to go too crazy. So that's fine. Canned goods, meta. 30% health is insane. And you only use 10% stamina. And if everybody on your team is running team stamina, which they should be, that will literally just negate the cost for this, and you will get just 30% flat health. So, extremely good. Can's good. Meta. Crazy. Batter up. These melee perks, man. 25% melee damage, 25% melee cleave power. It's niche. It's fine. It's just the melee weapons suck, so there's nothing really you can do. Mean Drunk. This one is niche, but I consider it garbo for the fact of the gun act. The minus 60% gun accuracy is insane. This is the one item that makes melee weapons like somewhat acceptable, like in an acceptable state, in my opinion. Because if you go watch how fast the melee weapons go, they're not fast at all. You would need that like other perk, the speed perk, to actually get a benefit off of it. This one's not it, man. 35% melee damage is awesome because it lets you kill comments with body shots, depending on difficulty and stuff. But the negative 50% gun accuracy is crazy because in the nightmare, you need to shoot the weak points to kill them. You can then load an entire AK clip into a wretch. He just laughs it off. It's a joke. You need to hit the weak points, and the 50% damage accuracy is insane. They need to like make that like 25, negative 25%. Like negative 20. I said melee weapons aren't good. You need to adjust for the fact that melee weapons aren't good, and that the guns are just gonna be prioritized over, especially when combat knife exists. Combat knife, like just completely screws over the uses of like all these melee perks. Being able to just instantly headshot kill any common, and it's faster than the melee weapons as well. So yeah, Berserker again, niche. They could even up this even higher, 50% melee, 50% melee speed. You know, 5% move, 10% movement speed for like 5 seconds more. But it's fine. It's niche. It could use an upgrade. A little bit. It's a little garbo, but as I said, it's just you'd still run it in the melee build. Same with like Mean Drunk. Like even how it is now, you'd still run it in a melee build, but it's just it needs to be better. It needs to be better. Pyro. It'd be good. You know, if you had loadout cards. I'm joking, of course. The Molotovs are absolute garbage in this game. Zombies will literally just stand in it. I love throwing a Molotov on Nightmare. All the zombies will just stand, run into it, get stopped by the fire, and then the fire will go out, and then I'll just have a horde of zombies that all just came together because of my Molotov. Amazing. Yeah. This is just niche. It's not bad. It's not good. It is just... It's... you don't ever want Molotovs. They'd have to like nerf Molotovs or put a flamethrower in the game for Pyro to be useful, but it's one of those niche perks where if fire ever became good, it would definitely go in that niche pile of a good of a yeah, it'd definitely have the good niche use of in a like flame build, even though there's only one flame card. Sapper, meta, absolutely meta. 100% explosive damage, 50% explosive resistance. This allows you to kill tall boys and with direct hits with grenades on nightmare mode. Tall boys are a big issue on nightmare mode, in hallways and stuff, where you can't turn around because they walk at you with their shoulder covered and their weak spot here. So it's really hard to shoot them, especially at the beginning where people aren't really set up on weapons that much. So on Nightmare, it's extremely good. You can instantly kill tall boys if you have this perk. Usually the hope is one person on Nightmare to have it, and then everybody just drops their grenades to that guy so that they can kill all tall boys. Triumph. Gain 2 heal, so you heal your red health. Kills melee weapons, heal 2 health, yeah. Just good perk. Combat knife is treated as a melee weapon, so that's another reason why I run it with the loadout. Now, if you weren't running combat knife with loadout and you weren't running a melee weapon, then obviously you wouldn't use it. But it's solid when like a horde is coming at you and you're reloading. Even if Nightmare, where they hit you for like 5 damage, and they like hit you instantly, it's something they need to fix. You can melee and get 2 of your health back and kind of mitigate the damage a little bit, so it's not as insane. But yeah, definitely meta perk, really good. Pairs extremely well with combat knife. The melee and even the melee people, you know. Yeah. Team health. 10% health to your entire team and yourself. Amazing. Meta. You'd have to be absolutely insane to not. Yeah, you just have to like. Yeah, you'd have to be insane not to run it. It's just, of course, giving yourself and your entire team 10% health is insane. Heavy attack. Man. It is, that is Garbo. I use this. When you take your melee weapon, it'll start doing the animation for it because it gives it like a charged attack. Yeah. It's just not good. It's bad. It's real bad. This is probably a perk. Nothing can fix it. You just don't want to use it at all, ever. Just don't equip it. There's no change you can do to it. It's just a perk that does something that is completely useless. Have fun with it on classic mode is what I'll say. Go have a blast with it on classic mode. Sunder really hits cause targets to take 20% increased damage for 5 seconds. This one's just kind of more of a niche build meme, you know. It's good with the night combat knife. Obviously, you know, you hit them with it, they take 20% more. The only thing that really needs to take 20% more damage is a tall boy. Why are you meleeing a tall boy? You're just gonna annihilate stuff. It's one of those times. It's just like it just has a weird use. It's fine as it is. It just kind of has like a why. It's one of those like why ones, you know. So, yeah. Arsenal. You can equip the primary weapon in your secondary slot. Solid. Having 2 primaries. Awesome. Not much to say past that. That's a Scavenger. Again, another Scavenger perk. It's solid. More stuff to spawn in. You can also see them through walls and everything. Solid. Grenade pouch. +1 offensive inventory. That means grenades and stuff. Meta. Absolutely meta. At Nightmare, you need grenades to kill tall boys in closed spaces. So just hold some more grenades for you, or to weaken them if you don't have sapper. Yeah. Also, You can throw it at direct. You can direct hit a snitch, and it will not go off. So absolutely insane with the grenades. Absolutely insane. You want to have as many grenades as you can. Grenade pack. I'll go back there real quick. I could even say if you some reason don't enjoy combat knife, I would almost say run grenade pouch just for that, just for more grenades to make sure you get it, because it is just it's insane. We've lost like a couple times just from not having that extra grenade, that like one extra grenade towards the end. Yeah. Fanny pack +1 support inventory, more health. You can hold another health item. Again, obviously meta. Obviously, holding more health is just good in general. So, super good, super good. Finders Keepers. Pistol kills have a 2% chance to spawn ammo. This is what we call a absolute Garbo Andy perk. Don't ever touch this. The 10-foot pole. Why would you... like... Okay, here's the thing. When you have a percentage-based perk, you want it to have a good payoff. You wanna say that whatever other perks, your other top perks, you know, you want to be like, you want the payoff to be like so good that it's just worth it compared to like having an extra health kit or something, or like extra pills, you know. 2% chance for spawn ammo is a no, just a no. This needs to change. This needs to change way higher. I think it should be. I should think it should be like 15. You do kill stuff pretty fast. Maybe even 10. 10%. You know, once every 10 zombie kills. That doesn't sound too bad. But it also says spawn ammo. So you don't know what type of ammo you're gonna get either. So yeah, I'd maybe even say 15, just because you don't know what type of ammo you're gonna get as well. And then you can stack it with Hoffman as well. I think that it would be very useful. I think it would be solid then. So yeah, 10 or 15 for that one definitely. 2%. 2%'s a joke. Because again, a lot of this is meant like on the classic difficulty. I ran a complete deck of all the cards I thought was garbage. It does not matter on that difficulty. You can run whatever you want in classic. You get the 2 in caps, whatever. This is only applying to like the harder like survival and nightmare for the most part. Gunslinger, when you start your weapon, it reloads. It's solid. Your gun reloads when you switch. I mean, you can just keep going back and forth. You know, it's just good. It's fine. Not insane, but pretty good, pretty good. That's why it's the solid. Trophy Hunter. I consider this one meta. When you kill a mutation, gain 10 copper. At least one person throws this on, and yeah, just keep getting copper for each kills, and it applies to everybody. So, very nice, very nice. Resourceful. This is meta, obviously, for the gun people who get pistols at the beginning. So your secondary weapons have unlimited ammo. As said, good. Very, very good, very good. Insurance policy is another solid one. +1 extra life. When you get in the safe room, you know it counts off how many lives you have. You'll just have an extra life, like 150 free copper. Solid perk. You know, multiple people have it activated at once. You can stack up some fat stacks. So this one is really one of those good ones that the more people have it equipped, the more crazy it gets. We're getting towards the end. Oh my god, this was an hour video. Good. Living on a prayer. Kills will at critical health recover 1 health. I thought this was good at first. I did, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's it's something. I don't know what to say. It's borderline Garbo. I see why you like. If you nerf it too much, it'd be insane. You don't have to be too crazy. I would say maybe even 2 health. Precision kills at critical health recover 2 health. I think that'd be. I think that'd be good. I think that'd be good. Uh, yeah, it's just not worth running really. A lot of times, especially on Nightmare, uh, you don't die because some random zombie hits you. You die because you get like a hawker spit at you while a wretch is spewing acid on you while 2 zombies are hitting you. You know, it doesn't matter if you get a headshot of 1. I got 1 health. It don't matter. Uh, the perk itself is just flawed, but also as I said, you don't want to give a perk that just is like, oh, you get headshots and you get just free health all the way back up to your red health. So your red health's gone. Yeah, you don't want that. Lucky Duck. Whenever your team loots copper, you have a 35% chance to find 35 additional copper. This is yeah, this is something. This is something. Again, with these chance perks, you want consistency. 35% chance on 35% additional copper. It's a pretty high chance, but I've played games where my copper piles have been very few. And there's been a lot of like 25 copper piles. You know, it's just not worth. It's really not worth running. Maybe if they have more loadout cards, like 3 loadout cards, then you could combo it with Copper Scavenger, Lucky Duck, and then they'd be like Trophy Hunter. That's your build. You're helping the entire team. Get money type meme. Being a support support type meme. Yeah, it's just it should just be higher. I think 35% copper is fine. I think the proc chance should be higher. Maybe like 45, not 50, just slightly under 50, but give it 35% as a copper. So I think that'd be good. I think that'd be good. Wake of Death. You can shoot while sprinting. This is one of those niche builds. It goes with the speed thing. Not like you can use the speed thing because it disables sprint for the 1 perk, but again, yeah, it's just one of those niche builds where if you have like some sort of speed shoot shotgun meme build, whatever. But as I said, can't really make a good consistent shotgun build because the only shotgun you can actually get as a card to ensure you get every game has 3 a 3-round clip in it. Overheal. Healing that exceeds your maximum health will grant temporary health. Again, niche build. You just have to stack enough healing perks to actually be getting temporary health, Maybe you're hitting every single melee with the trauma thing, but all it takes is getting screwed over 1 time and you're just getting healed constantly. Or you like screwed over 1 time and you have so much red health where overheal just doesn't end up proccing the rest of the round. You can definitely combo with stuff, If you have like bandages or like health kits and you keep your health full at like even if you get damaged a lot, you're able to heal your health off full. Overheal does have a use there. So that's it. It's niche. It's fine. It's fine. It has a decent effect. It just comes down to, it getting the situation being good. Copper Scavenger. I consider this one a meta one. Out of all the scavengers, I think. Oh my God, I'm brain dead. Weapon Scavenger. I completely messed up on Weapon Scavenger. Did I even write it down? I did write it down. I just messed up because I was going over all three of these. Weapon Scavenger is meta. It helps the melee people find weapons, more weapons for your entire team. Weapon Scavenger, extremely good to find stuff for your team and spawn more weapons on the map for your team. You know, and also you can get weapons with like different attachments, other crap. Very good. Copper Scavenger, more copper piles spawn in, and you sense for copper is the other meta one. So Kappa and Kappa and Wapa are the scavengers are the two meta ones. The ones I recommend you put in almost all your decks. They just help out the team a lot. You know, copper goes to everybody. Weapons, you know, you want your team to be decked out. You want more chances at getting that shotgun to spawn in, the express one, to have that variety of guns. So yeah, definitely want to do that one. And safe room recovery. Your team heals 5 trauma damage and refills 10% ammo in each safe room. This kind of applies to you and your teammates. Niche build. It's good if everybody runs it. And everybody got it. If you somehow had 3 loadout, if they allowed like 3 loadout cards, maybe like everybody could run one of these, and that'd be pretty solid actually. You know, get 20 trauma damage, heal 20 trauma damage, and you'd get 40% ammo as well. So that'd be very, very solid, very solid. But yeah, it's more as another. It's just niche. You know, it's just not part of the good stuff package. And yeah, that's it for that. If you want to know, let me just go over the list real quick. I'll just say it real fast. The meta perks are Combat Knife, Team Stamina, Blood Donor, Caretaker, Weapon Scavenger, Sapper, Triumph, Team Health, Grenade Pouch, Fanny Pack, Trophy Hunter, Copper, Scavenger. With the gun meta being resourceful, if you start off with a pistol, and if you start off with a melee weapon for your character, you want to have Uzi, AK-47, and Sniper in your deck. The solid cards: Smelling Salts, Superior Cardio, Utility Scavenger, Antibiotic Ointment, Emt Bag, Martyr, Ammo Scavenger, Support Scavenger, Vitamins, Arsenal, Offensive Scavenger, Gunslinger, and Insurance Policy. And the niche cards, like, you know, the just the more side, like, they'd have to be a very specific build, or they'd have to allow multiple loadout combos. Breakout, Hunker Down, Team Ammo, Down in Front, Batter Up, Berserker, Pyro. Wonder what that says. Wake Up, Death, Overheal, Safe Room Recovery. And then, oh wait, I can find it. Where is it? Sunder. Wow, I spelled Sunder really bad. And then for the Garbo, the list of all the Garbo. Cross-trained, Rhythmatic Breathing, Reload Drills. I use a lot of abbreviations because I'm an animal. Why am I an animal? Meg Coupler, there we go. Meth Head, Ridden Slayer, Reckless Strategy, Shooting Gloves, Dash, Dance All Day, Pep Your Step, Ammo Pouch, Front Side Focus, Quick Kill, Tac 14, Mean Drunk, Heavy Attack, Finders Keepers, Living in a Prayer, Lucky Duck. Yeah. There's a list of you. You want to hear it out loud. Kind of pointless though. As I played, here's some builds I got, you know. You can just pause it or whatever. I said it's just good stuff. Good stuff deck. These are the ones that are most solid or successful. I literally gave them to people who didn't fucking give a fuck to learn the deck system, and they did good with it. So that just, you know, it just goes to show. Again, Combat Knife comboing with, you know, having that nice combo with the Triumph, but also, you know, you got the Caretaker there. Holly and Yellow, they're the melee people. So you gotta run the AK, the M1, the Uzi. So that's 3, so these 3 slots are just replaced by like good stuff perks for the pistol people. One of them being the infinite ammo, and then the other two just being more like I think yeah, blood donor and trophy, the trophy one. You know, it's just stuff to help the team out. So just good stuff. If you want like a melee build, Mean Drunk allows you to one hit everything or one hit commons. Yeah, I said this is kind of would be like what a melee type build would be like. Melee isn't good, but if you just want to mess around, I did beat Survivor with this build. Yeah, and you just play the guns. I didn't play the Uzi though, because I didn't care. You know, it's not. This is meant for survival. You just can't use the melee in Nightmare, or you can't make a melee build in Nightmare. Support. Oh, you know, then there's gonna be that one guy who does do it, and then he pretends that it's possible to do, and then like, you know, nobody does it because, yeah, or they get carried. Anyways, this is like a support build. Still a combat knife, you know. It just increases your chances of living so much. Just more copper stuff, yada yada. Healing, weapon scavenger, health, more health. You know, this is probably the third most solid perk. Is obviously having health spawn in. So nice, yeah, having the save from recovery. Yeah. These are kind of like the melee and support. They're meant for survival. Survival is where you can kind of like you can do. You still want to run good stuff, but you can't run like super bad stuff without kind of like screwing your team over a little bit. This is a team game. And usually when you see team game, somebody else can like, kind of like carry or whatever. This game, it's hard to carry people who are being bad. So you just wanna at least kind of run some good stuff, you know, stuff to help the team and everything. But definitely the Hop and Walker and this one are the lists I'd use on Nightmare. Fortunately, I wasn't able to beat it due to multiple reasons. But these I know they could definitely be beaten on Nightmare. I've seen people's builds beat on Nightmare. I'm not saying this is the only build to beat on Nightmare. I just think these are the most the most consistent decks to beat Nightmare with. Are these because of how I run them, but maybe I'll go over them. Go over them sometime. There's one final. Here's one. I probably should move that if I'm showing it off. Oh, sorry. Here you go. So yeah, one last time. Here's a Hoffman and Walker list. There you go. There's the Holly and the melee guy that I swear I messed up the name of. You know, whatever. And oh, I put Spirit card in. Oh no, I was malding over Nightmare. You could probably swap out Superior Cardio for something. But either way. Here's the melee build. And here's the support build. Yeah, not like it matters because you know nobody will play the alpha and test it, and these are probably the only time these decks are going to be all together at once because you know they'll probably have more cards released when the game comes out. Yeah, those are my thoughts and opinions. I know it's really long. If you somehow got through this, why? Unless you're part of Turtle Rock Studios, which you know, hit me up. You know, my DMs are open. Yeah, that's all I can get for suggestions. I'll probably throw everything together in an actual file to attempt to send to them. You know, I'm trying. You know, trying. But yeah, I did not think the deck system would. I really wasn't gonna use it, but the game really forces you to use it. You are really forced to use it, and not to mention there's no way to disable it anyways. So it's not like you just can't not use it. So yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright guys, well, that's it for talking about all the cards and all my thoughts on the cards and where they go, what they should get buffed with. You know, some other stuff they should change, like having 3 loadout cards instead of just the one, or a more variety combo. Because as I said, people are gonna play good stuff regardless. And when you have like 14 good stuff cards, you don't really care what you get. It's just all good. So it only helps to benefit. It only helps to benefit the meta players, and also if people are doing nightmare attempts and they get bad rolls, like what we would do. If we got bad rolls, like our melee people didn't roll one of the guns, you just restart. Like, why wouldn't you restart? Why would you put yourself through a awful match just to do that? Like just to end up dying and like restart. You just restart. It takes like 5 minutes. Not even like to get everything in. You know, it'll probably be faster when the actual game is out, obviously, because this is just alpha, and just start up again. So that said, just allow the 3 loadouts. There's no point not to. There's no point not to. Yeah. I don't know what else I can say. Obviously these aren't all the cards as well. When the game comes out, I'm gonna probably do the same thing. Go all through them again. Hopefully, somehow, I get heard, or probably other people have said their complaints about the cards. I don't know. As I said, I feel like I was the only one that I really know that got like super into the cards to try to figure everything out of what's good. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you gotten this far into the video, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you've seen here, sub, hit that bell. The bell will sometimes decide when to notify you of the video, but if you want to know when I do upload a video or post a video, or even when I do a stream, I have my Discord and Twitter in description. I'm very active on the Discord. We do games with fans occasionally, so head on over there. It's a great community. And if you want to support me, I have a Patreon. Or, you know, I also have just this plain donation link. You can maybe wait for a stream. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one.